Alright. Traders. What is going on? Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas Eve. For me, I've already opened all my presents. For my parents, at least. You know, when you're married, you gotta travel, you gotta go here, go there. You guys will understand one day. But I've already opened my presents, and I'm wearing one of them. Got the black silk robe. So how you guys doing today? There's gonna be light volume, of course, not as many people in chat. A few stocks to go over today. You know, just I love doing this. This is the reason I'm here. Short for short. Good morning. Good morning to you. Love being here. This is honestly my favorite part of the day. You know, don't tell my wife. She actually has to work today, unfortunately. But my favorite part of the day is spending time with you guys. So I gotta do it. Gotta be committed, baby. But yeah, so my family already opened presents from them. We did that 2 days ago. 2 days ago. And had a really good time. Everyone over. It's the time of the year, baby. So, yes, make sure to spend time with your friends and family. The stock market's always going to be here, but guess who's not always going to be here? Yo, family. I'm not trying to be morbid, you know, but make sure to spend some time with them. Make sure that they know how much you love them. Sean Rudd, good morning to you. Good morning to you. Alright, so guys, let's get into today. Let me know in the live stream what you guys are asking for Christmas, by the way. I want to know. I want to know. Alright, so what do we have today? Let's start off with, I mean, as you guys can see on the gap up watch list, we don't really have a lot. And on the tops watch list, what's up? You know, MB is our leading gapper, but what's MB doing? What is up? Hey, what's up, Usavo? Did I say that right? Merry Christmas Eve to you guys. Merry Christmas Eve. Yeah, MB is 67% up. You know, but what is this one? It's not going to do anything. This was an acquisition by Vista Equity, 1.9 billion at a price point of $36.50 a share. So that one's just going to be trading at, you know, $36.50. No point in paying attention to that. Nope, I messed that up. Usavo. I don't know, man. Kiran Pant. Did I say that one right? Why you guys have all these funky YouTube names? These aren't your real names, are they? Making my life difficult over here. Yeah, so MB, and if those are your real, there we go, sweet. Thank you. See, my parents just gave me the generic name Kevin. You know, sometimes I like it, sometimes I hate it. You know, because I'll be like, for instance, walking through the airport and I'll just hear someone say Kevin, and you know, I'm always looking left and right. I'm like, you know, I'm like those flamingos. You guys seen that little GIF? All the flamingos just always constantly turning their heads looking. It's not fun. So if I had the name Usavo, I wasn't making fun of your name, Karan. That's actually a good name because, listen, when you're out and about, you don't have to mistake, you know, anyone saying your name wrong. You know who's calling your name. Alright, MICT, this one is probably our leading gapper in the penny stock world today. And what's going on here? So this one on Friday had come out with news, right? Came out with the acquisition, or the merger. This one was a merger, so it's merging with 3 other companies. That was Friday's news. Today it's rising, you know, 28% pre-market after winning a $1.4 million contract for its something to do with one of its computers, some of the technology with this computer. But let's take a look at the chart on this. Alright, MICT, this would be, honestly, not a bad short. And why is that? We got 118 on the 200 day, which is trying to cross right now, but there's a ton of tough resistance, around this level. I know we looked at this on Friday as well. Oh shoot, I'm using the wrong computer here. Let me pull it up on the other one. Quran. Did I say that right? Quran Pant? Is that right? Alright, so MICT, this one. If we look at the past chart history on, we got 118. You see the 200-day moving average? That's definitely a level of resistance. It's trying to get over right now. We'll see if it actually sustains that. Highly doubtable. And then look at the past chart history on the 3-year here. We got tough resistance, guys. You think it's going to break it on a day like today? I don't know. Quran punt. Cool. Sweet, man. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Good to have you in here, man. This is your first time in here? So, definitely keep an eye on MICT. This one's got, a majority of the volume here today in the penny stock world. But tons of tough resistance. 150, you're thinking that's going to be the top. 150 on that one. Yeah, we'll see about that. I'm gonna be very eerie about getting into a long position if I trade today, just because of course. I mean, look at the SPY. I know you guys know what the SPY's doing right now. The SPY's still in the bathroom taking a dump. It needs to start wiping and pick itself on up. Oh, getting in a short 139. Sweet. Yeah. See if it can get up that far. Here's a SPY. How many red days have we had? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow. And you guys know what that means, right? We got the inverse ETFs moving. UVXY climbing on up. VIXY climbing on up. TVIX climbing on. SQQQQ. All these doing the same thing. So when the market's dumping, we can pick these bad boys up right here. Yes sir, yes sir. You guys see my video on Friday where we'll go over MRIN right now. MRIN, that's the one where did not do too well on it. I had the right idea. I knew volume was going to come into this. I should have just longed it up to $8 and then shorted it. So I'm just hard-headed. I'm very stubborn. I got that from my parents. Don't tell them I said that. If y'all are watching, I'm sorry. But MRIN. Let's take a look at this one. This one has been a play for the last week. MRIN here. So let's pull up the chart on this and what is going on. I'm sorry for all my orders here, guys. Got a lot of orders here. But we have a couple really strong green days, and we're breaking through that resistance that we had marked off on the 3-year. See this? We hit way back here, hit it again here. We're breaking up through that. So this one is breaking resistance levels. It's getting a nice little short squeeze on it. Is it going to continue to go parabolic, or is this the end of it? MRIN, that's what we got to figure out here, right? Is it the end of it, or is this going to continue to move on up? This one on Friday, I tried to go short on it. That didn't end up too well for me, especially adding to it for some reason. And I really want. I'm gonna do a lesson on this because I really want you guys to not, make the same mistakes I'm making. For some reason, on the long side, when I'm trading, I predefine my risk very well. It's like I get in at support, I know if it cracks that I'm out. When I get on the short side, I'm so much more flexible with my rules, which is obviously not what we want to do. That's what Mark Douglas specifically talks about. Be flexible with, or be rigid with your rules, flexible with your expectations. But whereas when I go short, I'm like, well, this thing's eventually going to come down, so let me keep adding. It is the worst thing you can do, not predefining your risk and just hoping, this will come down eventually. So we got to definitely avoid doing that. I want you guys to learn from that. I'm going to do a lesson on that probably this week. I'll probably record it today and come out with it on Wednesday or so. Just on kind of mistakes as a day trader that I definitely have made, because for some reason we look at we look at the patterns, we learn the patterns, we read the textbooks, watch the videos, and we're like, we know how to trade, but that's only part of it. That is hardly all of it at all. Someone once said that you can take 100 people and have them all trade the same pattern, like for instance an ascending triangle, and most people are going to lose on it still. It's because the discipline and emotions of, if it goes against you, where are you getting out? Like the emotions in the trade are what differentiate us as traders, the amateurs versus the experienced. Rice Trader, good morning. What are you doing? Watch Russell 2000. Got it, man. Yeah, I haven't. Normally I do just take a look at the overall market conditions, see how volume is doing there, especially with the inverse ETFs as well. We'll definitely take a look at the Russell 2000. But guys, with that being said, what are we going to be looking at? IWM Russell 2000. Got it. Man, look at the red days there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Jeez Louise. Not a Merry Christmas for some people, right? Hey, it's the spirit of giving, though. This is the season of giving, even if that includes all of our investments, right? So, all right. So, what have we gone over? We've gone over, MRIN. I was talking about my recent trade on that, but we need to go over, what is MRIN going to do? Is it going to continue to move on up? This one has been going parabolic, so obviously we need to definitely keep our eyes on it. It's been one of the top gainers the last week, MRIN as well. So we'll keep an eye on it. This one's that if volume just starts fading off today, this is way overextended. RSI is blown through the 70. So yeah, MRIN. This one is most likely going to obviously start coming on down, but is it going to keep being parabolic? That's something we don't know. Is volume going to keep running into it? We got to keep an eye on price action, on volume. I mean, all the indicators are telling us what? This thing, there's no reason for it to be up this high. It's overextended. It should be coming on back down. But volume could keep coming on in it and squeezing shorts out. And this is what I was saying last week as well, guys. I kind of predicted a short squeeze. Granted, I didn't know it was going to be MRIN. But last week I was saying, shorts are getting kind of comfortable in these market conditions. It's been pretty easy for shorts. Every top gainer that's been running in pre-market the last few weeks has honestly just gotten shorted straight out of the gates. Every single pre-market top gainer has been getting short. It's just been way too easy. And then fading on off, shorts are just been killing it. So I'm like, okay, keeping that in mind, there's going to be one day coming on up where shorts are going to, the thief is going to come, wake them up in the night, because it's been a little too easy. Lewis, good morning to you. Merry Christmas Eve. Hope you're doing well this morning. Thanks for hopping in here today. With that being said, MRIN, we'll keep that on watch. See if that's going to, ramp back up to about $10 at the start of the day or not. We could see this pop at the start, because today is going to kind of feel like a Friday, right? It's going to kind of feel like a Friday in that there's very little volume out there. I mean, on the top gainers, what do we have? I mean, we don't have anything. MB, I told you guys that's that got acquired at $36.50 a share. That's not going to be moving. What's the next top gainer we see? ACOR. This one's already fading on off. This one, ACOR. I mean, this is the news they had on it. They announced FDA approval of Imbrija. So that's an inhalation powder. They're the first and only FDA-approved inhaler for intermittent treatment of off episodes with Parkinson's. So they're expected that prescription is expected to be available in early 2019, the first quarter. Thing is, you know, with ACOR, I mean, what are we looking at there? This is not. I'm not trained today, guys. Just so you know, not trained today. Let's look at ACOR though. ACOR. If we look at his past chart history, I mean, every time this thing usually comes on down, it tries to eventually get back up to his 200-day. See, you know, we come on down, back up 200, come on down, back up to 200, come on down, back. You know, it just looks like it's always coming back up. That 200 area, it kind of gravitates to that level. So if you wanted to swing this, I mean, it's definitely an option. Swing it back up to that 200-day moving average. ACOR, I'm going to be avoiding. You know, I'm just avoiding everything today. I'm a Grinch. I'm a Grinch in the stock market today, baby. That's how I roll. But don't trade today. You know, if some of you are you're antsy to trade, you're gonna be trading and losing a bunch, and then you're gonna go into Christmas Day all pissed off at your family. We don't want that. We don't want that. Let's keep the family happy. Kev, it's good to see you in here, dude. I like it. I was telling the guys earlier, because some of the guys in here, they have different names, you know, that most people don't have. I'm like, Kevin's pretty generic, so you know, we're walking around, we hear Kevin, and we're turning our necks left and right, you know, getting whiplash because there's so many people with names Kevin. It's nice to have you in here, though, Kevin. And K-Bone, you plan on making thousands and thousands today? Yeah, about that, bro. But how you doing? Christmas Eve, baby. How you doing today? Every day, I know, man. That's our lives, Kevin. That is our lives. But let's go over. Okay, so there's one more stock I want to go over real quick for you guys. That is OBLN. OBLN. This one was a mover on Friday. Definitely want to go over OBLN. Now, a lot of people think OBLN is dead, and you know, I understand that, but I wouldn't be so sure about it. OBLN, because what are we seeing here? OBLN, what happened on Friday? Keith Burtis, good morning, man. What's going on? Happy Christmas Eve to you. OBLN on Friday, FDA approval of their navigation system. So that's what happened on Friday. They had a gap up. They kind of faded on off. Later throughout the day, they started getting volume. You know, came up kind of U-shaped. And what kind of pattern are we looking at right now, guys, on OBLN? Well, this is looking eerily similar to another stock, right? MICT. MICT, look at this one. It gapped on up Friday as well, kind of faded on off, ramped up in the afternoon. Now we're seeing a big gap up on MICT. OBLN, this one hasn't got that volume yet, but don't they look pretty similar? Well, what pattern is this? That's right, you guessed it correctly, guys. It's cup and handle. I mean, cup and handle, usually this pattern is used on the daily. You know, it definitely can be used intraday still. But this is what I'm seeing. You know, we got to get the volume. This is only half of it, recognizing a pattern. You know, seeing it work on MICT. It's the same thing with MICT, OBLN. This one is, you know, what's going on right now. You know, I'm only training, of course, if it gets the volume. So where would we be getting in OBLN at? Well, we'd like to see it kind of break, you know, definitely over the 250 area, you know, with volume, break pre-market highs, 275. We might see it, you know, get back up to around $3. But we got to have good volume for that. We got to have good. So pre-market highs, you know, people are going to be playing that 275 break on it. If this one does get volume, people will be playing that 275 break, because that's pretty much pre-market highs there in after hours. So keep that on watch. You know, it might get it, might not. We'll definitely see about it. Another one, you know, so MRIN, I definitely wanted to make sure you guys saw this as well. If we look at the past chart history on this, you know, this is definitely overextended. You know, there's no beating around the bush as far as that goes. But if we look at the, you know, last 10 days, we definitely have a trend here. We definitely have a trend, and this trend is going to come all the way back down near, that $9 level, today, if this does bounce off of us. So see how in the last 10 days we've ramped up at the start of the day. I mean, we've got a morning spike essentially every single day, since last Wednesday. Morning spike, and then fade on off to the trend line. Morning spike, fade on off to the trend line. Morning spike, fade on off to the trend line. So what does that mean, guys? Does that mean we could get a morning spike today? I'm no genie, but this is just what I look at, boys. We could get a morning spike on MRI, and now today, like I said, it's going to be very similar to a Friday, most likely. And because of that, we're probably going to see some type of a morning spike at the start of the day, and then just kind of fade on off. I can't say that for certain. Of course, Friday I traded MRN thinking, it was just going to fade off even more than it did. I ended up losing on that one. That's the one where all the experts showed up on, on my video, which I'm inspired, definitely by people who come and try to help out, offer their advice and stuff. That's pretty awesome. HSGX, is that what you're... Weber, what's going on? Good morning to you, Weber21. So this one, gapped down to about 10 cents. I did see this one gapping down this morning. Usually I don't trade, sub pennies. So I kind of avoid this one. I don't mind trading stocks that are like right around $1. So if it's like 90 cents or so and they're breaking up through $1, I don't mind that, just because $1 is very, very solid, tough resistance. Well, because in order to remain compliant with the NASDAQ, you've got to be over $1. And so companies who, and that's for 6 months consecutive time period. So for instance, if HSGX trades under $1 for 6 months, it's going to have to either reverse split, get back over $1, or it's going to get thrown into the OTC world or pink sheets or something. So, these 10-cent stocks I usually don't trade. It's not my wheelhouse. I don't know. I like to trade stocks that gain some attention from longer-term investors as well, where everyone's just not buying 5-10-cent stocks just for like kind of pump and dumps. With higher price stocks, some people are long-term investing. That's why some of these do reverse splits as well, to attract longer-term investors and people with more capital, of course, because a lot of people trading these lower penny stocks, they're just getting pumped and dumped. But it definitely could be good, Weaver. Stock Train TV, bro, thank you so much, man. It's good to see you in here. Keep up the good. I appreciate that. Thanks for stopping in here, dude. I'm trying, baby. We're trying. Merry Christmas Eve to you. Alright, so hope that answered your question, Weber. That's just me personally, how I trade. It's not something I would trade, but I don't mind going over that. Do we need a review, guys? Probably some new of you, some of you new guys stepping in here. I don't know if you guys need a review over what we've gone over. We got about 5 minutes until the market opens. I'm most likely not trading. MBEV down, we'll often flush hard and pop back hard. Keith, I hear you for sure. We didn't actually go over MBEV, so thanks for bringing that up today, Keith, the man. So MBEV, what's happening here? Look at this. Got the trend line drawn right here at 445. The thing bounced right off of it. And let's take a look at this past chart history. So always draw your line, guys. Always draw your lines. So looky here, this was what we had drawn, where this hit once, twice, then it became support here 2 times, and then another day it became resistance, then another day support, then support here, resistance there. You guys get the point. Just draw your lines. And then of course, I drew this trend line down here where it's been bouncing off of a few times. If it does come all the way back down to, what's that at right now, 480. So if it comes all the way back down to $4, we got that support as well. So MBEV for sure. Keith, thanks for bringing that up, because MBEV, this is one of those like CBD beverages, kind of like TLRY. That one's been popping on off as well because of the It was getting some hype because of the farm bill that was signed, you know, with the CBD, marijuana, all that stuff going on. And so that's why you do what? You buy the rumor, sell the news. That's what's going on today, right? It's selling the news, so people who are buying, you know, up around $6, feel sorry for them. Not good. Stock Trading TV doesn't have to bounce, just a level of importance, right? Yeah, that's so important too, because I've tried Stock Trading TV. I mean, you nailed that one. Because I've certainly tried to catch things at certain bounce areas, and you know, some people say it's catching a knife. Sometimes it's like trying to catch a chainsaw, because I've gotten slaughtered trying to do that sometimes. 234. Yeah. So what's the quote, guys? You guys need to hear this. This is a quote from Warren Buffett that I read off on Friday. Be fearful when others are greedy, and greedy when others are fearful. People don't understand this. Sure, for sure. Thank you. Merry Christmas. Stay green, bro. Absolutely, stay green. Stay cash today if we need to. That's how I'm staying. I'm staying paper money cash. But yeah, be greedy when others are fearful. Many people don't understand that. You know, they really don't understand it at all. Thank you, Kevin. Yeah, I think so too. I really think so. You know, for instance, we can just now I'm not the most knowledgeable about all the Bitcoin stuff going on, you know, but right now everyone's fearful about it. But when everyone was raving about it last December, it was at $20,000, and you remember seeing everyone saying, "Oh, I'm investing in Bitcoin. This thing's going to $100,000." Now, I'm not here to argue about what Bitcoin's going to do. All I'm saying is that people buy into, you know, momentum. They buy into the green. They are greedy. They're greedy. You got to be like short selling into people's greed and buying into people's fear. So, you know, that's what the SPY right now too. You know, so you know what Stock Trading TV, he was reminding us there. Correlation with huge down positions. Yeah, down positions and Buffett quotes popping up, dude. It is such a good place to be. Brandon, good morning to you. How much are you trading Rice in your sim account? Yeah, I'm trading every day. I'm not trading today though. I'm probably not trading today, most likely. But yeah, I'm trading every day. I'm gonna go back live in like the start of the year after me and Patrick, you know, meet up in Miami, and I'll probably go live right after that. But yeah, so SPY is crashing, and what are people doing? They're probably all selling. And what's smart? You know, it's a great mindset to be in when we know that we should be buying into people's fear. You know, buying into people's fear, selling into people's greed. It's a good place to be. You know, that's the best thing I've probably learned, you know, in a few years of doing all this. How much money is in the simulator? Oh, dude, I feel bad for saying this. I don't really know though. I think probably a couple $100,000, I think. You know, I've been tracking my P&L, you know, over the last few weeks that I've been doing it. But as far as how much is in there, I'm not quite certain. I signed up for TD, the TD account like 3 years ago, and they gave me, you know, the free paper money. Some people are saying they don't do that anymore. I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not, if they do that or not anymore, because most people aren't getting live data with it. But guys, I'm so sorry. I gotta go. This is 9:30 popping on up. Please trade safe. Trade safe. We got about 30 seconds until the market opens. Trade safe today. Sit cash if you need to. Don't go into Christmas Day all pissed off at all your family because you made a stupid mistake. We will see you guys later on this week, baby. Have a good day. Yeah, Stock Trading TV, thanks for hopping in here today. We will see you guys later this week.